So about a month ago, I saw these pictures comparing Roy and CHROM's jab, and I wanted to lab it out to see if they were accurate. In the pictures, you could see that CHROM's jab is actually longer than Roy's, and Roy has a bigger sweet spot inside of his hurt box. Let's take the obvious, Roy's lack of range doesn't really bother me for the simple fact that nobody really wants to get that sour spot unless you're going to like reset neutral or whatever. So it's safe to say that CHROM's hitbox just has more of a purpose and you can abuse it a lot more. But at the same time, you can't lie that Roy's sweet spot is huge. Like, I've always wondered why I was able to get a sweet spot jab even if I'm not that close to him, and well, these photos tell you why. They're freaking huge. Now, the pros and cons to both. For CHROM, I don't really see a con. You know, he has a lot more range, which is good. It doesn't match the animation, which is pretty sweet. I ain't trying to make no puns, by the way. That was just by accident. I'm winging it here, you know. I don't even have a script. I kind of want to talk about Roy's sweet spot. Now, it's huge. It's freaking big. It's huge. It's gonna be great. It's gonna make Roy's jab great again. So I'll give you an example. There's been instances where I was playing Roy in tournament, and while they were rolling behind me, I still got my sweet spot on them, even though I wasn't facing them. While I don't have visual proof of those moments taking place, just take my word for it. There's no reason why I would lie. Says every liar ever. But for real. Now, why is this important? You can possibly anti-air them a lot better than CHROM's. Now, they can both anti-air, but if your opponent is right above you, Roy's sweet spot is going to land more consistently than CHROM does, because as you can see from the photos, Roy's sweet spot is placed a little bit higher than CHROM's hitbox. Yeah, I've gotten that a lot of times, and even though in this video, as you can see from the footage, it's a lot more easier for Roy to anti-air them above his head than it is for CHROM. If we find ways to exploit that and abuse that, I have no doubt in my mind that that sweet spot can become better than it is right now in this current meta. Why is this sort of a big deal? Well, for the simple fact that the closer you are, the more likely you're going to get that sweet spot bare. Yeah, that's all I have to say about that. That's all you really need to know. You know, if you get that specific hitbox above or around his shoulder or head, you know, even if the DI away, it's just going to be a lot easier for you to land that sweet spot bare. While CHROM has that longer and consistent hitbox, we already know what people are doing, like Shoyo James and Mr. R. You know, they're just killing it. I would say that both jabs are great. It's depending on what your preference is. Do you like the sweet spot, or do you like CHROM's consistency and longer hitbox? I would like to see if we can exploit this thing. If we can exploit this sweet spot for Roy, maybe we can, maybe we can't, but I'd love to see what people can cook up with. Anyways, Roy CHROM mains, what did y'all think about this video? What do you like? Do you like CHROM or Roy's jab better? Let me know. This is your boy X from Let Me Smash Gaming, and I'm out here.
They ask me what's my sound, I tell them nothing particular. I'm blowing this purple till I feel perpendicular. My flow crash like homicide vehicular, leave a nigga's brain at the scene side for signature, kicking rhymes as I flip it through the pages of literature. Literally, I'm the shit. What you having for dinner?